Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Third Age Total War here today on the channel. We're back with episode 5 of our Divide and Conquer version 4.5 Isengard campaign. In today's episode, hopefully we can destroy Rohan here today. We've got to fight King Theoden and a full stack in the finale. I don't think they've got any more settlements, but this could be the last of them. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series, and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. In the last episode, we managed to take Edoras, before that, the Hornburg, but now, Theoden and a full stack hang out Tirith Anduin. So, we've got Lurtz, we've also got Saruman as well, so we'll move in to hopefully finish off the last of the Rohirrim. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn, 45 into the Let's Play. So Mordor have taken Eastern Osgiliath and Calandros. They're still battling it out, so the Witch King actually sits there now. We'll go down there and help them out eventually, but Horin and Captain General Boromir is doing quite well. Okay, we've got a secondary army pushing further south because we'll push you to Oldburg because eventually we'll start the war against Gondor. We're still going for our short victory conditions, 30 regions. We need to destroy Rohan. We don't specifically need to destroy Gondor, but that's what I'm going for. So we'll defeat this army out on the field. This is a spawned army, that's why it's really quite good. So we'll fight this one. We'll siege with Lurtz, so then Theoden can't come out. And Lord Saruman the Conqueror can fight this one here today. We've done really well in this series. Oh, who's this? Faramir, maybe? That's a really cool artistic depiction. If it's the charge against Osgiliath, I always picture Faramir as David Wemmer, though. Or Wenham, though. Not dark-haired. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's a forestry battle for the final against Rohan. But yeah, we've taken Edoras, we've taken Helm's Deep. Folberg and the Westfold have fallen. Let's rally up here. So we'll get all our infantry. We'll go like this, press G, and then that can be our front line. We'll make a strong long front line. The last thing we want is to get enveloped by Rohirrim cavalry. But hopefully here today we can have the fall of Rohan and the destruction of their faction. 45 turns in. I'm kind of happy that Mordor hasn't stormed through Gondor, because that can sometimes very much happen. Or vice versa. Gondor's not pushing at the steps of Minas Arnor, or whatever it's called. Like pushing towards Mount Doom. That's the last thing we want. But they're currently trading, so it's been back and forth quite a bit from the notifications that we've seen. But once Rohan's finished up, we'll swing our way down. I think focusing all our military forces eastward definitely is the play. Why aren't my archers moving? That's fine. They need to be on enable fire at will. Cavalry, nah, you're just getting absolutely smashed. There's not much we can do overly too much about them. But we might send one army westward. We'll just have to see. War did break out between the clans in the north because the Dunlendings got attacked. We'll allow Lurtz to come in and help us out for this one. Go on aggressive. Perfect. But here are our General's Bodyguard. Can't recommend them enough. That gives us access to Uruk-hai Bodyguard Heavy Infantry from the get-go. We don't have to wait till turn 60 to get those bad boys in. Uruk-hai archers in the second rank. We have about 6-7 or so. And then Saruman and his crossbow units are the real MVP skirmishers. The archers have the range, particularly the beast slayers. So they're now pushing up. They look like they're trying to close the distance and try and wrap around us, which is understandable. The quicker they can wipe us out before my reinforcements come in. We'll move you like this though. Angle you so you don't get enveloped. They're looking like they're trying to turn. Our archers are skirmishing at some individual targets pushing up, but the trees are probably destroying our archer effectiveness. So maybe try and countercharge that. Uruk-hai Raiders, reform. They should be able to do fine against those Rohirrim, but they're trying to turn. Is Lurtz dealing with any forces? Because he's coming in, he might get caught flat-footed. We're just going to have to trust that the AI can take the initiative and help us out. With Lurtz's army, we don't want to lose him. Oh, it looks like they're going to charge and try and contend with our Orc Bane infantry. Well, we want to try and counter-charge and put the pressure on them. You're a guy! Charge at the swordsman! That's what we've been waiting for. There we go. Good. Those guys are pulled further back. But once this army goes down here, I'm just trying to think average-wise. So we probably destroyed 6 full stacks. While we've been operating with 2. Only just 3 now, which is quite good. But if you do start your own Isengard campaign, I try and recommend keeping amicable relations. Don't raid, don't trespass, don't attack Rohan's allies early on. Make sure to get as much rebel territory as possible. You dictate the terms of war. I can't stand fighting defensive wars in Total War. I like to be on the offensive when I can. Pick and choose where I'm fighting. 15-15, we're currently trading, which is understandable. Heavy cavalry's hitting raiders. Maybe try and flank and pivot where you can. Lurtz is now coming in. Him on the far right flanking is going to massively help. Our crossbows and archers are still raining fire support. But still a lot more episodes of this Third Age campaign. What have we got? 10, 15 territories under our control? We're probably only halfway through the series, so still a lot more to go. Only 45 turns in. It's not until turn 60 we get access to better quality units. But Rohan have given us a good fight. They're trading here in this particular field battle, but mostly we've been beating them on the field. They've just been delaying and taking a lot of casualties in sieges, more or less. Try and hit those units further at the back. Keep up the pressure, boys. Walkie boys. But yeah, we should be able to push against Gondor with impunity. I don't think we're going to get attacked in the north. Maybe the elves. The goblins could roam into our territory. But I kind of want to focus. We need to get 30 territories, and if Gondor doesn't have 30, it must be close. Maybe with Dol Amroth it's plus 30 combined. And then I think we'll move on to something else, but the amount of armies that we're already seeing operating in Gondor, it's definitely going to be easier said than done. Gondor are a much, much harder adversary for Isengard. Like toe-to-toe, they're heavy to medium infantry. It's like really comparable. Same with their archers as well. They've probably got better archers than us, to be honest. Different, more range and ranges, you know what I mean? Like the Blackroot Vale archers, various skirmisher ranger units have, well, the range compared to our crossbows that have the armor piercing. They're charging in there. Hold, beast slayers. Oh, far out. Lost like 20 in the charge, and now they're all buckling. Hold, men. Hold the line, Mr. Ugluk. Ugluk. What is he, second in command after Lurtz? I think he is. I've only seen him like once in the movie. I love how the Uruk-hai are just awesome, huge Maori. Alright. That's huge men. Alright, get rid of those peasant militia there. That bodyguard swinging around, we should be able to deal with him. And then we get rid of Theoden. I don't know why he was hanging out all the way in Tirith Anduin so much. I kind of wanted to fight him a bit more, because Theodred we managed to kill quite quickly. It was actually like perfect to the storyline, getting rid of Theodred surrounded by a pack of Uruk-hai. Eomer, instead of running off with his riders, managed to make a last stand at Edoras. Maybe we told him to go there. Maybe he's still under the influence of Saruman and Wormtongue. Go to Tirith Anduin. Defend from the east. Mordor could attack Rohan. Don't worry about me gobbling up your territory. Yes, my lord. Yeah. You're tired and sleepy. Yes. Move to Tirith Anduin. Okay. Now with Lurtz in. Yeah, it's just a little bit too much, but they made us fight for this one. It's because of those quality units. Those heavy Rohirrim are sort of hard to take out. But yeah, trading with Gondor, it's going to be tough. The thing is with Mordor, they just have numerical supremacy. They can just like swarm the enemy opposition. Even though they don't have that much quality. Okay. Can't find anyone else there. But it looks like this full stack that spawned is in a full retreat mostly. There's some axemen there that are still holding on. Arrow fire. General's getting stuck in. It's just that cluster. Hey! EF. Okay. Let's try and run down the remaining stragglers where we can. Right, let's speed things up. But a good victory here today. I'm surprised they attacked me again. I don't know what they've... Maybe they've done something to the AI again, because... Or maybe I've just been playing Stainless Steel and Vanilla Medieval 2 a lot, because I'm quite surprised how aggressive they are. Like, all of my battles have been attacking offensive, but they actually turn to defensive because the AI charges and sees, right, we can expose you here, especially with those sieges. They charge out and stop us, and particularly that one as well. Well, we're outnumbered 2-1. We've got to pretty much go for broke. Try and snipe the generals, try and get around the front line and deal with Saruman's army and try and cross your fingers and hope. Like, when you're in that, there's not really too much you can do that type of situation. As a human player, I'd never be in it, but the AI... has to try and make something work. So, they're the casualties sustained and inflicted. Only 1.4 and 1.5 we lost. The Rohirrim, the horsemen of the north, came down to the green lands of Rohan, and the Rohirrim aided the lord of the city in their wars. Okay. A little bit of lore there. Then Saruman came in and gobbled them all up. We'll execute the remaining. The enemy camp has been sacked. And we still should have enough military forces to still outnumber them. And once the siege equipment is built, we should be able to take Tirith Anduin. And I'm going to cross my fingers and hope this is the last of Rohan, because I can't see how they've got any more territory. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. 46. Into the Let's Play. King Theoden is inside. I was just looking at his traits and stuff. Yep. So we outnumber him 3, nearly 4-1. We'll resolve this one. After destroying his army on the outskirts. We'll take out the populace there. Yep. Faction destroyed. That's it. She's all over Ed Rover. The Kingdom of Rohan is no more. 46 turns, 5 episodes. Took us a little bit, but they're now done and dusted. We're in alliance with the Dunlendings, Run, Mordor, and Dol Guldor. We're not at war with anyone, so we're actually in a little bit of a time of peace, which is awesome. We'll have to deal with public order. Building shrines and stuff is what I've been mostly focusing on. I haven't been showing you guys construction so much because it's so boring. Just let's get some roads. Let's get a temple. Oh, the public order's getting bad here, so I really sometimes we should, maybe you can automate it, but then they build they grief the buildings. But I kind of wish you could automate it a little bit, because especially there's so many territories to manage. Anyway, we'll start making preparations for Gondor. Hey, we're the largest faction now. That's cool. Our realm has truly grown to become an empire. Ooh, the Empire of Isengard. I like the sound of that. Wish you could change from the Dominion name, I guess. Oh, great. Lothlorien has attacked me. I wonder if that's because I was like, yep, the human player is getting way too carried away here. Okay, so 52 turns in. Lurks, Saruman, and a secondary army here with Ogbur with some raw meat. How disgusting. Though we don't know of what creature it is, meat gives us a bonus. So, we were going to push to Calenhad, but Mordor's taken it. Gondor's spawning and just bringing up armies as much as it can. Westeros Gileath is under siege, but we're going to make our way down to Calenhad. So we've got 2 and a bit in operation, and then we have a third on the way, which has actual artillery now. We've got some scorpions in, wargs and stuff. We could send an additional army that way. But let's try and make our way to good old Gondor. Can I get map, Mr. Easterling? Barely accepted. I'm more or less curious, to be honest. So they haven't pushed all the way up to Dale. What about here in the Grey Havens? How do they accept? Yeah, we'll give you some of that, Rohan, horse sashimi. I guess that's what we'll be using. We don't use the horses, but we use them as a resource. Imagine. Just having our entire army feed off sashimi, isn't it? Isn't that what it is? Delicious. Right. We'll try and take Minas Tirith where we can. Okay. So, the Black Númenóreans, then we've got these other guys. Like, there's 3 factions here, technically, isn't there? Because you're a different faction. Yeah, it's because they split up Harad, didn't they? Okay, so we're just on the outskirts here of Minas Tirith. We're on the steps of Pelennor Fields. And there's an army on the outside. And we can actually go there because we've got military access with Mordor. I wanted to take Calenhad. That could have been our first fight. But it looks like Lurtz and Saruman are going to go and help out the Nazgul leading the charge against Húrin. So we'll push down here and attack. There's another full stack here. So the war with Isengard and Gondor is going to start episode 6. Coming out shortly. So stay tuned for the Gondorian offensive. Rohan is no more. We've wrapped him up here today. This is what we currently occupy. We'll continue to flood forces into Gondor, and we'll send the rest westward and try and take out their west coast. But taking Gondor is going to be easier said than done. Just looking at this, I would say Mordor is outnumbered. They're definitely split. They're definitely not unified. There's a full stack in Minas Tirith. That's not even counting what sort of spawns in and around Osgiliath and Minas Tirith as well. So there's going to be a lot of fighting in and around Pelennor Fields. How fun's that? Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video, and feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.